where would we be without Bocage Hardpoint?
100%. I mean, this is something that we saw a ton of over the course of this season, really. And I mean, people got used to it. It is a ton of gunfights, a ton of kills, and a ton of deaths. As we're going to be starting this one off, it's going to be Nova, Recon, Marsh, all chiming in the kill feed. It's going to be Sasky to take over the point here right off the rip. It's going to be Rob HD in the point. And they're going to be setting up to soak some of this time here. So they're going to be forcing Minnesota to spawn on the back side of the map right now.
Yeah, you gotta love a good break off like that. You're able to get most of the kills. Rob finds a huge one to hold the time, and his teammates are gonna clean it up around there. And I mean, just a perfect break off almost at this point. The kills keep flowing towards the Sasky Shotgunners. Rob is playing lights out right now, 5-0. Oh, Caster Curse, he gets immediately naded. But you've got Boston kind of holding these spawns for now. The Floppr are gonna contest that, and they may have just won. Evap finds a big kill into Recon Elite towards the back there, but he gets traded out, and it does look like Floppr get those river spawns there, so they're going to be able to maybe fire back in this P2.
I mean, Rob's going to be inside of Barney, will get taken down, so this is going to be Minnesota fighting back here. They lost 41 points on that first hill, and they're looking to try to make a comeback here. Evap was on a 5 killing spree before he goes down. Carmi drops as well. That is going to be 2 kills traded back either way, but Rob is going to be the last player alive up towards this point. Minnesota's still going to have those back 10 spawns, though, so they are going to be in the better position. And I believe right as I say that, they just lost him. Or no, actually, they still have 10, so Vanguard strikes again. They somehow maintain that back spawn, and ProRex are going to absolutely rip Marsh off of that heady. And this is going to be Minnesota securing this point right now, as they're going to be getting ready now for their next hill.
Yeah, it looks like ProX was able to spot Recon Elite there, and he finds the kill onto him. So off rotation, you've got, looks like a kill was traded out by Rob, and Marsh is able to find ProRex. So Sasky Shotgunners are going to hold on to this spawn for this P3 here, which, I mean, if there ever was a money hill on Bocage, it would probably be this one. But it's Bocage, you know, it's so mixy, and Carmi's able to find a gap and a huge 2-piece, and they're going to start working on a break, and here come the Floppr, and they get it. You've got Recon Elite to deal with in the backside. You can definitely get some huge kills here, but Carmi's able to sniff him out and get the trade. So Floppr, that's a huge break from them.
100%. I mean, they are going to break right through, and here's going to come now Sasky through the front door, and Rob's going to turn on towards one. The flood comes in from kitchen. ProRex finds 2. That's going to be a huge double kill, but he will get traded out by Rob. Minnesota's still going to be spawning on the back here. They're going to get these last 10 seconds of time probably, unless Recon has something to say about it, and he does not. He falls. And this is now going to be the movement towards our next hill. It's going to be Sasky should be set up here over towards this barn hill. But I mean, this is another hill where you can't get a lot of time. It is just kills and kills. And Minnesota has closed the gap now. We are up 75 to 50 here. So, I mean, it's not 40 points, but Sasky's definitely looking to extend this lead.
Yeah, it's looking like Marsh and Nova are just going to kind of lead the way over towards this barn side, but as I say that, Marsh is taken out, so all up to Nova over here as he's able to find another one onto Carmi, I believe that was, and Floppr, they're working on a re-break here, and all they got to deal with is Recon Elite, but he's able to find one, and now it's going to be Rob back in, and Sasky Shotgunners are doing a great time of just contesting this, not really letting Floppr get any dents into this lead at all, but Floppr, they are going to get a little bit of points, but rotations are coming out from the side of Sasky Shotgunners, so they got to try to get another break here as the rotations are not going their way.
Absolutely not. I mean, Shrenova's was going to be the one player in the bag. He gets caught by Marsh, as Marsh is here set up on the tank. Ready, as you can see, Minnesota is spawning on the other end of the map right now. We're going to see if Carmi can break through. Carmi's going to break through. He's going to find one. Should actually flip the spawns as well. That is going to force Sasky all the way to the other side of the map. That is a huge break here so early on the hill. And that's going to be Minnesota. They should be able to basically tie this game up near free unless Nova has something to say about it. Nova's going to go down. Everyone's going to go down on Recon Elite, who is somehow in the hill and getting points. But he does get taken out, and they flip the spawns again.
They got to get the reads coming through. You've got Carmi coming through the top side. He gets traded out. So you got Trini doing what he can to stay alive. He's going to grab some time here, but those were great plays from Minnesota. Floppr able to make it mixy and get a little bit of time. keeping the stat line close as we move back to P1 here, and it's going to be Floppr all over this next hill, and Rob's going to try to get away. He's played his life a little bit, able to find the kills, but Floppr has the spawns. They don't have position on the hill right now, but they can turn this around still.
No, definitely. I mean, you can see all of Minnesota's going to be stacked up in the barn right now. Nova's going to try for the beatdown, is not able to succeed on towards Carmi, as Carmi's going to end up dropping. Minnesota's flying for this point, but here is Rob going to pick up the two-piece onto Trenev and ProRex and the hill time as well. Minnesota's done a really good job of keeping this close, though. The lead is now going to be up to 30 points and extending. Rob is going to continue to go off 20 and 13 right now, leading the lobby in quite a bit of stuff. I mean, basically everything. He's got the most hill time, he's got most kills. He's doing a great job here. You can see this rotation as well. ProRex is heading over here. He's going to catch Nova from behind. That's 3 down from Sasky. And this should be Minnesota really just set up. The problem is there's still 10 seconds to go. So Sasky does still have a bit of time to get over towards this new hill.
Yeah, I really like these mid-game adjustments out of Minnesota Floppr, because it seemed like that whole first rotation, they were just kind of getting beat off, you know, early hardpoint positioning. But the breaks came through. They got some hardpoint time there, but Sasky Shotgunners just come right through barn, and they're able to snake that immediately. So why rotate when you can just break, I guess. Sasky Shotgunners going to clean it off, and they're able to pick up some time here off the back of Rob with a huge 3-piece, make it 4 if you count his teammate. And he's doing everything right now, 24 and 16 with a minute and a half. You gotta love it.
I mean, I just watched the spawns flip, I think, 3 times in a row on the mini map here. Minnesota is going to have the successful back spawns here. The problem is that you don't really want those anymore as we're heading towards P3. Minnesota should be able to get on this rotation. You can see the players headed towards barn. ProRex is going to be the key one here, trying to see where he's going to position himself. His teammate Trenev will drop. He's going to drop, finds Nova, is going to get out with his life as well. The problem is that the spawns, once again, he's going to not be caught reloading. He's going to find that one. Recon inside of the kitchen is going to pick up one, but his teammates are falling around him. Number 2 in the back, Rob, is going to be your anchor player. He's going to hold on to the spawns, so this is going to be Minnesota trying to fight, but it's going to be the blender. Sasky is dropping left, right, and center. They're spawning in the back, but it's a spawn trap basically for them. They cannot get through.
ProRex can stay alive in this position here. Nope, not quite, as he gets picked up by Rob, but he's immediately traded out. And Floppr, they're going to hold on as Trini gets a huge gunfight over on Nova. It's going to be Sasky Shotgunners finally going to get a little bit of a foothold in the hill. Rob's going to push it out a little bit, and they're going to extend their lead. But Floppr was doing a great job of just keeping it very close. I mean, this is still anybody's map, and especially since Floppr has the rotations over towards that barn side.
No, definitely. I mean, you can see Floppr is just kind of set up in a line across the map right now, ready to block these. They are still down by 30 points. It is going to be 30 points. They're down. Recon's going to get dropped, though, on his way in. Nova gets caught as well. So right now, for a hill that is usually very consistently contested here, you do see Minnesota is locking this down right now for these early few seconds. And they should be able to start working on closing this as another wave of kills goes the way of Minnesota. ProRex is up to 31 kills. Trenev on 29. They are lighting it up right now, and they're doing a great job of getting back into this game. But Rob has something to say about this. So does Nova. They're going to chime in with a series of kills, and ProRex gets 2.
Oh my gosh, ProRex is absolutely frying. He's got 33 kills of his own. And Floppr, they're going to kind of hold on this barn side. They're getting a lot of these kills. They have a couple players towards that mid-map side, so they're going to go ahead and rotate, and they've got spawns for this P5 here. So they got position. They can get over that 200 threshold here if they really, really hold. And it's Trini able to get a huge one, and ProRex as well. So that's a good start, as you've just got a few more players to deal with. But Rob, he's in that hill. He's able to find a kill. He's getting the stun out, and his teammates are shooting great all over him. And that is a quick 4 dead for the side of Minnesota Floppr. So Sasky Shotgunners do break 200, and they're working on that map 1 victory.
Definitely. It's going to be 2-10 now, as Minnesota kind of has to turn it up here on towards this point. They are not going to be in a position to secure these spawns all the way in the back. but they are going to be on top of that hill for these last 20 seconds. I mean, scrap time is critical at this point. And also to consider, you also have to think a little bit about the clock here. It's going to be 210 to 184 as Sasky's going to drop back into the hill, pick up these last few seconds of scrap as we head to P1. But, I mean, P1 heavily contested a lot of times, and a lot of times not even have anyone on the hill, and that means that clock is going to count down. I don't know if it's going to be enough to make an impact here, but, I mean, Minnesota, you're playing from behind. You do have to kind of think about that a little bit.
Yeah, Minnesota's got to just keep getting all these kills like they just did. There's a huge plays right there, but as Sasky Shotgunners are getting real close to that 250 mark, so they'll pick up any second here or there that they can. Because they know they've got a lead. It's a bocage. They can hold it if they need to, but it's hard to let that disappear from you. So this is great plays from Minnesota, able to just keep a foot in that hill. They immediately get wiped out, and there's some beatdowns coming out. A little bit of a team kill from Nova, but they're able to crest that 230. So now it's all up to the Floppr. They gotta just keep cleaning these players off kills, and Carmi does just that. And they've got the spawn, so they've got to keep holding this P1 so they can extend it over to this next hill and try to maybe win. I mean, they got 14 seconds to work with before Boston wins it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you have to play perfect from here on out, basically. And the problem is that here comes the pincer from the back. Nova's going to fall. The problem is that no one from Minnesota is on the hill. You got to get there. There's only 10 seconds left. ProRex is going to be forced to drop down. Marsh is going to pick up the two-piece, though, before getting caught. And this will be, I mean, you got to read this as Minnesota. You have to know where these players are coming from. And ProRex is going to be in a prime position. He's only going to find one. Evap will be there for the second. Recon Elite is going to come charging through, and he'll get traded out as well. Minnesota is holding right now. This is exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they can't win here, but they are definitely doing everything they can to keep the Shotgunners out of the hill, and that's all they have to do right now. There's only 9 seconds left before they lose this map, and Nova, he's going to make that 8. He sneaks in through the backside. It's all up to Trini. He's got to get a clean wipe, and here come the Floppr, the big contest. And it's looking like not able to do it. Sasky Shotgunners walk away with the dub. Wow, that was a mixy.
I mean, it was, I mean, Minnesota hung in there the entire duration of the game, basically. They did a great job of just being there on the rotations. The breaks were really nice. I mean, these are the plays that you basically you just live for. I mean, this is championship, right? I mean, these are the best teams that have made it through all the way after the regular season, after playoffs. You know these players can go big. They didn't get here by accident. And right off the rip, actually, ProRex is going to start off with first blood on towards Marsh. So that will be instantly traded back to those. Nova's going to find Evap. And now we're going to be in a 3v3 across the map with Minnesota posturing here towards A, it looks like.
Yeah, this is a really slow attacking round here from the Floppr. It looks like they're just going to try to play it a little slow. They were able to get a first blood, but, you know, losing a teammate over on the attacking side, not great. ProRex able to find Nova, shuts that down. Carmi's going to get some shots over towards Rob, and he's going to move around and try to get some position here. It looks like he may be able to find that kill. Not quite yet. So 2v1, make that 1v1 as Recon immediately trades that. And in Recon versus Trini, the bomb is down. Trini's in a nice little spot, and here comes the chow from Recon. Let's see what happens here. I think, did he spot his leg there, Shio?
I think he
might
did.
have seen him.
Recon, I'm pretty sure spotted him, but I think Trenev also did see him because Trenev just got completely out of dodge, and he's going to be spotted again. And Recon has to basically chase him down. He doesn't have a choice, and that is going to be the round. Doesn't have enough time. Trenev plays that beautifully. And actually might not even go down at the very end here, as it's going to play Ring Around the Rosie with Recon. And
gets the kill. That's so trolly. Wow. You got to love it from Trinev. That is some disciplined search plays. Able to clutch the 1v1 and get his team the opening round. So, I mean, they're about to do their thing here. This is going to be a good search.
That was one of the best Ring Around the Roses I've ever seen. And it's even better because it goes up as a kill for Trenev. So he is on a 1 streak right now. As he finishes out that 1v1, now it's going to be Sasky's turn to see where they're going to take this off the rip. You can see it's a spread out defense here from Minnesota. You're going to have one player. Trenev is going to line down directly on towards B. But it does look like Sasky wants to turn their attention here towards A unless an early pick will change their mind. And right now, it doesn't look anyone from Minnesota is going to present themselves.
Yeah, this is a very slow start to this round as each team is just trying to kind of wait for the other to make a mistake. And for the defensive side, ProRex able to find one on the Nova. That's actually the bomb carrier. And Evap, he's able to find Recon's Elite. So bomb is down over towards that A side, and you've got yourself in a 4v2 situation. It's Rob and Marsh trying to get the rotates through, but ProRex is able to spot that number 5 player. I believe that's Rob. So it's looking a little slow for the side of the Shotgunners as the defense is holding quite well.
Yep, I mean, Trenov is going to be working his way inside here at University. Marsh is going to run into him, and he's going to go down. This is going to be Rob now in the 1v4. 25 seconds to go at this point. You're just trying to kind of end some streaks here, or try not to give any up of your own. I mean, Trenov right now, 2-0. Rob might just throw himself off the edge of the map here, depending on where. Unless he thinks he has a chance in this. There's 10 seconds to go. He has to get over towards that bomb. Problem is there's going to be somebody up top. He's going to be taking some shots. He's going to be completely surrounded now. And he's finally going to go down. That took a bit, to be honest, but he does end up dropping Minnesota with an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I think he just channeled his inner Keanu Reeves there and was able to dodge a few of those bullets. But it's funny that you said that he might jump off the map to save streaks from the other side. And then Trinov was able to actually get the kill for his third on his streak. So a little bit of the opposite effect there. You got to love it. But back over to the attacking side, it's going to be up to the Floppr to maybe make a statement here. I think if they can pull away an attacking round win, I mean, this might be their map. But they're going to do what they can as Trinov is immediately picked up by Nova. So that is a huge kill for the side of the Shotgunners. It looks like they're just going to play it slow. They've got the advantage. The clock is on their side. Good search from them.
That was also bombed down as well. I'm not sure if Sasky's fully aware of it because it's kind of hard to see the bomb in Vanguard. But that is the bomb now that's basically been gifted here at the window. It will be picked up here by Carmi, and he's going to back away, but they should know Carmi's position based on that bomb pickup. And that's going to be a great kill from Econ. Sees Evap through the arches. Somehow, Carmi's going to be right on top, and he's going to get caught by Rob in the back. And that's going to be ProRex now in the 1v. And dead. 0v4.
Oh. I'm sorry. They didn't troll. That was the side of Shotgunners. So I'm sorry. But I mean, that's what you want to do. They were able to just pick up all of their kills there. They played the clock well and got themselves on the board. So
yep, that is going to be Sasky picking up their first round. Recon Elite 4-2, so a pretty good start out of him as well. On the other side, he got 2 players with 3 kills through 3 rounds. Definitely seeing what Minnesota is going to pull out on this defense. There's no snipers on this map either, as well as Desert Siege. Is the other map you typically see a sniper get pulled out. Haven't seen one yet, and it does look like they're going to turn their attention towards B, and Trenov is not going to be home this time. And Nade will actually spot these players. Nova's going to go down, or get down there for that bomb. The nade will come out. I don't think it's going to connect, but Trenov on the flank is going to pick up one. He gets traded, though, and Carmi was able to secure Nova as well. Rob is the last one alive in the back here.
Yeah, the bomb is currently getting defused. I think Rob knows that, and he gets picked up. That is a quick and decisive defensive round from the side of the Floppr. They do allow, I believe, the second plan to this game. It's been mostly a lot of TDMing in some of these rounds. But, you know, they were just under control the whole time, just getting big flanks over towards that A side. I think we need to see one of these teams win an attacking round before long. And I think that's going to be the decider here.
Yeah, I mean, at some point it'll happen. I mean, this is also a map where once that bomb gets down, it's pretty hard to do a retake, especially if you had a numbers disadvantage. It's just really hard to clear out all the angles because there's just so much space that you have to cover. As the University push will come in, it's going to be won here by the Minnesota Floppr. They're going to take down Nova. Marsh is going to be the next one up. He's going to find Carmi, and he's going to, I believe he gets out here before the trade. Trenov has no idea where he went.
Yeah, Marsh is playing some ratty corners right now. Unfortunate for Trenov. Oh, he might outplay himself. There's a little bit of wall-to-wall action going on over here, but ProRex able to actually find that kill onto Marsh. So it's going to be Minnesota Floppr with some good position on this A bomb site. I mean, they've got a player in Rob, like just kind of right in between them. I'm not sure they know that, but if they could find a way to get around him, they can get this bomb down It's a little bit of a 2v2 going on. So this is actually a risky plant considering where Recon is. And he gets picked up. He's on vacation there in the back of the map. And ProRex just sniffs him out. But he gets picked up as well. So now it is a 1v1 situation. Trina versus Rob.
Yeah, Rob is going to wrap all the way around the back. I mean, Trent is usually extremely good at staying alive in these rounds. I mean, he was the source of that first round originally. And he basically just working around, is very close by to the bomb as well. Rob has still, I mean, a fair amount of time here to kind of check it, but Trenov is going to check that bomb, knows that he's not on it. Rob has to clear this side of the map, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to do so. He's waiting for this peek. Peek's going to come through. It was a little too early from Trenov, and he's going to go down.
Wow, that's really good plays from Rob there. I love that. He kind of reads the play here. He's like, you know, if this guy's not out here in the desert with me, I bet he's over here. And really good plays, able to get that instant defuse after the kill. So good search and destroy from Rob there. And he's going to force another round for his team. So you're making it 3-2. It's still really anybody's match. You know, it's advantage Floppr for the time being. But I think Shotgunner's got a chance to walk back into this here.
I mean, you think about it too. If that first round went the other way, it would be Sasky in the lead. But Trenov, I mean, did a fantastic job of just kind of running around the bomb train and staying that way. We're gonna see the first Chow comes in. Recon, basically, I want to say like went for the pre-fire there and was kind of surprised when his bullets hit. I want to say Evap is actually, we almost got the first pick, but instead Nova's going to be there to back up his teammate, finds the kill. Trent will be there though to trade, so that's going to be an early trade. Rob will be there to pick up Carmi. So that is going to be a 2v3 situation now in favor of the Sasky Shotgunners, and ProRex is all the way on the other end of the map. He's nowhere close to Trenov, and Trenov is kind of caught with his pants down.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate spot for Trenov. Yeah, if he could have just stuck it out a little bit longer, maybe he could have gave his teammates some time to get it over to him. But that is going to be a nice win from the Sasky Shotgunners. Going to pick up that little attacking around there. You know, they tie it up. So now they put themselves on the defensive side. And honestly, I think defensive side is definitely the favorite on this map because you can just play clock forever on Desert Siege if the other team lets you.
Exactly. I mean, you're going to see Minnesota here on the attack now. We're going to see where they take it. It does look like an A push. There's going to be two players here committed. Well, one inside the university, one out towards B. Carmi is going to be the one kind of ready for this. But they're not going to make an aggressive push inside of university here. It's going to be Carmi going to peek out. He's going to spot that player and get out. Doesn't want to fully commit to that gunfight. Instead, though, Marsh is going to be incredibly pushed up here. He's going to find one. Carmi will immediately trade out. And look where ProRex is, actually. He's all the way in the back.
Yeah, that's a huge seam he just found. If he can find one of these players here in these safety spots, I mean, this can be catastrophic. But he's just taking his time. His teammates are doing a good job of just kind of not shalling. They got the bomb. They're going to start moving it into position to get a plant down. But it's going to be all up to ProRex. I mean, he is just sniffing Rob right now, and he's able to find the kill. And he's going to rotate around, and he finds the other kill. So that's just great plays from ProRex. Finds that gap, able to just basically win his team this round. But Nova's got something to say about it. He's able to pick up ProRex. So he's on the move, and it's 30 seconds on the board, 2 players to deal with. Let's see what Nova can do.
You know, and the problem is the players are just so far in the back. And yeah, there you go. Trent is going to peek out and say, hello, thank you very much. Minnesota's going to retake the lead now, going to 4-3. And I just don't think the communication was there basically at the end, because Recon Elite should have known that he was back there. They should have known that ProRex had made it into the back lines, but no, he didn't even bother turning in that direction and ended up going down for it. I mean, at the very end, they do lose the round. They do pay the price for it. But ProRex had just such a great sneak into the back there. So we're going to see where we end up going here. Off the rip, it's going to be Sasky headed towards B, it looks like, and it's only going to be ProRex over there to defend it.
He gets immediately backed down by Recon off that head glitch, so Marsh is going to kind of work his way into this, but it's going to be Nova going to go ahead and try to get that bomb down. Recon Elite gets picked up by ProRex. That guy has impeccable timing. He's 9-5 right now. And they didn't get the bomb down at B? I thought for sure Nova was planting that. That's insane.
No, he didn't commit. He was just using it as a head glitch, it looks like, and he didn't decide to commit. You can see Carmi And I believe that's Trenev up top are trying to debate on whether they want to fly out.
Oh
Trenev somehow picks up Nova
no!
as he goes soaring through the air. I don't know how exactly that worked out, but it does look like he ends up. I mean, he does end up finding that kill. Now it's gonna be Rob. No bomb, no teammates left. 1v3, and he's gonna go down. That'll be Minnesota up to 5.
That was a really crazy round there. I mean, trying to just put his Air Jordans on and just yeeted out of the top of that university. And worked out for him. He was able to find the kill. And Floppr, they're getting real close to that W and evening out that map count a little bit.
Yep, you can see I'm in Pro Rex 9-6 right now, leading the lobby in kills, doing a fantastic job. No one's really gotten anywhere near streak so far, and I doubt they probably will before the end of this game. As you can see, he's going to be set up here on the breakable wall. Might have seen Rob cross, not too sure, but Nova will find first blood on towards Evap. And that is going to be a good start here that you want to see from the side of Sasky. Is number 8's going to work around the edge. It's going to be Marsh. Finds one, won't find the second though. Prorex is going to sniff him out. But that is the advantage that you needed from Sasky, and now you got to maintain that.
Yeah, but Carmi just gets a big one onto Rob. He's going to even it out 2-2. You've got a minute on the board. They're just going to kind of play it slow. The bomb is down, but it's not far from a site. So if you can find one more kill here, you're looking at a quick little map win. But it looks like they're going to opt to rotate that bomb. And that might be the big mistake because, oops, Recon Elite, he's over in the desert. He's lurking a little bit. Nova holds strong, able to shut down Carmi. Don't chow this, man. And that is 5-4.
I mean, we saw the 5-3 curse already strike over on Alpha. We're going to see if that happens again here because you're that close. You're one round away from taking it. And instead, the other team might come soaring back through. And as of right now, Sasky's looking to hold on. They're not out of this map just yet. As you can see, they're going to be now on the attack. And again, I mean, this might be your critical attack and round that we were talking about. You just got to win the attack. And well, if Sasky wins this, they force around 11. And I do believe they have a kill lead.
Yeah, so this round is everything right now for the side of Sasky, and that's not how you want to start it. Recon Elite gets picked out by Trenev. He's going to hold down that top university side, but you've got some good bomb presence over towards A. I don't think Evap was able to spot him there, so Nova's going to find the kill. He gets some shots towards Trenev, but he gets traded out, and that is going to be 3-2 towards the side of Minnesota. And Marsh looking for a kill. He's able to find it. He's trying to avoid some trades here, but he is in a rock and a hard place right now, whether he knows it or not. And little 2v2 situation now. The Sasky Shotgunners make that a 1v2. They gotta regain here, Shield. Regain.
Yeah, I mean, Rob basically is a free bomb plan here. He probably doesn't know about it as of right now, as he's finally going to throw that one down, but he might get caught. Trenev's going to come around the corner. He actually got off of it, but it was not enough. Sasky's going to fall. Minnesota is going to take your map 2, and they're going to even up the series now at 1-1.
Yeah, that's just really good search and destroy from the side of Floppr. I would almost wager, and maybe you can tell me, did they pick that map? Yeah, you know, it all comes down to these opening breakoffs if you're on the attacking side. So Minnesota Floppr, they're going to go for the traditional, let's go get A strat, because you might as well, right? And it looks like the Shotgunners, they're going to send one over to B side, and a VAP, he's going to find one on the Recon Elite immediately, but Nova doesn't quite get the 2-piece he was looking for. Evap's able to find another one, but you still got presence from the Floppr over towards that A site, but Rob's able to find one, and whoa, a little bit of what the hell's going on here for over towards the outside, and it's gonna be Sasky Shotgunners just holding that A side, so we're gonna flip the script over to B.
Yep, the line has been held there from Sasky, and they're actually putting quite a bit of a presence here over towards B. It looks like Proex are going to find one, but there's going to be 2 more players here. So all the players from Sasky are basically over on this side of the map, except for Recon Elite, who's over at A. The rest of them are going to flood through, trying to just be a nuisance and pick up some extra kills here. It's going to be Sasky with the 2-life lead right now, but Minnesota will pick up a tick. They're looking to make it another, but Marsh is going to peek in. He's going to grab one, is somehow still alive, finally goes down. As it's going to be, Marsh will get another traded out immediately. Nova was the player that had been whipping out the pistol there, trying to stay alive, but there you go. Minnesota will cap, only down 2 lives going towards A, and that's not a bad position to be in.
Yeah, and Evap finds a huge kill, able to kind of allow his team to move forward a little bit, but you've got Marsh to deal with. ProRex able to get it done, but Nova is the next man up, and he finds big kills. A little bit of a two-piece there towards that train side. He's going to shut it down, but Trinov finds a gap. He's already well up here, and the rest of his team is coming to recoup with him. So if they can find a couple kills here, nope, Rob shuts it down. But Trinov, he gets the trade, and he's actually going to get into the A objective, so he's stopping the clock. He's doing what he can to just keep these players distracted. As you have that player Carmi over on that statue side, maybe a little bit of a potential. Ooh, nice snap from Evap, shutting down the middle of the map. But it is Sasky Shotgunners just doing their job, you know, just delaying the push, not over challenge too hard, and it's working out so far.
Yeah, and this is probably going to come down to lives as well. It's going to be a 3-4 life lead here for Minnesota, as it's going to be 6-11 now. They have to play this a little more conservatively, and they've honestly kept it pretty close for an attacking round here on Berlin control. You're going to see now the remaining players from Minnesota are going to respawn. They're going to come out. Sasky is expecting this though. Number 8 Marsh should be able to catch these players out, as Evap is going to encounter one. He's going to find Rob here and is going to trade that one out, but he's going to go down. That means no respawns left for Minnesota. It's going to be 3v9 here, and they didn't get a tick on towards A, which is massive.
Yeah, you gotta love the defense right now from Sasky Shotgunners. They're doing everything they need to. Marsh just being an absolute nuisance. I mean, look at this play he's making here. Doesn't quite find the kill, but he does what he needs to. It's those precious seconds from Floppr. Shotgunners, very let's call it a methodical win over on that defensive side. Just doing everything they needed to, you know.
That's exactly basically what happened. I mean, they kept up the pace throughout the map. I mean, Minnesota did a pretty good job of kind of sticking there with their opponents, right? I mean, they only ended up, well, okay, they lost by quite a few lives in the end, I guess. I think it was like 8 lives. But for the duration of that round, they had maintained the kill difference to about 2 to 3 kills, which for an attacking side, especially because you run down the blender that is the A side of the map, it wasn't that bad. Instead, Sasky's going to commit 3 players here over towards B. Carmi's going to be the only one really they're probably going to poke his head in, but they're actually going to leave. They just,
wow.
They got 1 tick and left.
Carmi is mind blown right now. He still hasn't seen a player. He finds one, but he gets taken out. Rob finds him. So now it is everybody at the A objective. Here comes the Shotgunners in through the backside. Rob not able to find it. ProRex gets a huge kill onto him. So that is a good effort from the Shotgunners, but not quite enough, as the Floppr, they're going to hold, and it is now back over to that B side. We've got Nova on the board. A little bit of a, what is this guy, mirrors edging around the map. I had to think of that game. Let me dig out some 2010 indie games real quick.
Well, I mean, that was a game that I haven't played in a bit, but yeah, I mean, that was honestly really nicely played there from Nova, who's still alive and is 13-6. He's going to pick up Evap, so Evap will drop. It's going to be 13-10 here. You can see as Sasky's going to make their way, going to secure this B point, and now you got to turn your attention towards A, and they do have a life lead going in. It's only 1, so, I mean, it's not the biggest life lead. Well, you can make it 2, but this is going to be Minnesota now. They are entrenched, and they are ready.
They are digging in deep for this push from the Shotgunners. You got Evap in the pit. He does what he does, and he gets a kill. You've got Carmi picking up trades for his buddy ProRex on the other side. And it's you've got this player Recon Elite kind of playing a little thorn spot. If he can let his team get a little bit of position, oh, he spots ProRex too, but he's just going to let his team work up the map. The trap is being sprung. Here comes Recon Elite. He might get some unfortunate timing, and he does. He gets traded out, but his team is here. You've got a couple players going to push it out. ProRex is going to try to get some trades. And, I mean, it's Floppr just holding on the front side. Shotgunners are just kind of tickling the hill, but nothing more. They can't really get in.
Yeah, I mean, Nova's going to be on the outside. Is still somehow, I don't know how he picks up that kill. He somehow stays alive long enough to do so.
Huh?
Marsh looking here for ProRex, is able to finish that off. There's a little windy there, you can say, as Evap is going to try and hold the line here as they come charging through. Marsh is going to find one. Recon finds another. Marsh is going to go down, but Rob's going to be on the outside trying to stay alive, and he's not going to do so. He's going to be, well, he's getting wall banged through the wall. He's going to get charged down here by Nova. He's eventually going to finish him off as Evap is going to trade out as well as a flurry of kills. That's 7-9 now in kills. Sasky with a 2-life lead, but they're beginning to run out of time. There's only 20 seconds on the clock, and they don't have a tick either.
If you can't get somebody in that hill, you've really only got time for one more push. Nova able to get a big one to start it off, but his team is nowhere around. Trinov in the safety spot finds him, and it is a quick 4 dead. So I believe the ticks are tied. It is just 3 ticks for either team. I mean, this is as standard a control as it can be.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Minnesota is going to tie that one up. Defense is superior. On Berlin, that's not always the case, but currently that is how it's going to be. Defense is going to each take a round. We're going to be tied on ticks. I'm actually very surprised that neither team has managed to get a tick into A. That was kind of what I expected. Coming through, especially with the way that the teams are postured at the start of these rounds. But that's not going to be the case. It's going to be Minnesota now on the attack. They're going to face slam A once again, probably. 4v3 here. I mean, if you have that man advantage, you think that you can get this one off, maybe. That does not seem to be the case here. As, yeah, Marsh is going to end up picking up the first one. He's going to find the second as well. All the players are going down here. And, well, there was the face slam, and it didn't work out. So, off to B we go.
Yep, and you've already got Rob over here in this annoying position, just not even allowing Floppr to even get towards B, and the kills are just falling all towards the way of Sasky Shotgunners. But Carmi and ProRex able to fire back a little bit, so lives only 27 to 24, make that 23 to the side of Sasky Shotgunners, and they're just gonna keep holding here. Floppr haven't really gotten any meaningful position towards either hill, but as I say that, Evap is able to get a nice 2-piece, and he is going to stop the time towards A for now. Gets about a half a tick, but he is picked up by Nova, who is having a game, by the way, 23 and 11. Evap's having a game himself, 22 and 15. I mean, it is just, this is a face smash. I like that word you used earlier. This is a face smash control if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're just charging into the points, and you're literally just slamming your face into it and then seeing if it works out. And more often than not, it really doesn't, because that's just kind of the nature of this map. But Minnesota is finally going to get some ticks into B. They should be able to secure this point. I don't know if Sasky's going to try to interfere with this. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get there in time. Nova pops in through the door late, gets caught on the door, goes down. Recon's going to fall as well, so this is going to be Sasky. The life lead is being chipped away at here, actually. Sasky's going to go, that's like 4 or 5 down in a row. As you're going to see, Carmi's going to be working on the outside. I don't know how Carmi gets that kill with 1 bullet in the chamber. I think a teammate did most of the damage there. But this is going to be Minnesota in. And they're somehow going to pick that one up as well. Marsh goes down as the Carmi's going to end up, well, ProRex takes 1 down with him, looking for the second, and that's going to be Rob on the flank, picks up both kills. That's going to prevent the tick, and Sasky should be able to clear that out with their 4-life lead, and they're going to hold the line for the time being.
Yeah, and all that, and still no tick over towards that A side. But you've got that number 1 and number 4 player. They've got positions. Carmi's able to find one in the middle of the map, but Recon able to chop that first player down. You've got ProRex to deal with, and he gets a little bit of good timing, able to get some information on those players. And you've got Floppr just kind of keeping pressure around that side. ProRex knows he's the only one, so he is definitely the guy to lean on right now. As his teammates, they find the kills towards the front of the map, so they're able to get in, get a little bit of a 2-hit towards that outside. Evap with a huge one onto Recon Elite. They're gonna hold down Trinov with another. Oh my god, Minnesota Floppr are here to stay. They're gonna go ahead and grab that tick. I mean, even if they don't win, you gotta think this could get them defense. That they're still here, they're still working. Shio, the kills, they're going back and forth. I don't know what's going on. Floppr 5-2, they're gonna get it done. I believe ProRex gets the kill 4-1. You got to get in there. You can't allow that last tick. You cannot. Oh, he's just gonna hold the
Gonna kill
nade.
himself. He didn't go off in time.
Oh,
They got the cap
no.
instead. He didn't actually end up dying before the cap. So that's gonna be Minnesota picking up a full 6 ticks. So they're up to 9 ticks now.
Oh my gosh, you hate to see that. That is the nature.
It was the smart play. It was the smart play. The problem is that there was too many people in the hill as you're trying to cook that nade, and
Maybe
it just
a little
didn't
too
work.
big brain, huh?
Yeah, it was a good idea. Execution maybe not there. The frag grenades do take a while to blow up.
Yeah, I mean you might as well just dolphin dive into the hill, you know, and just let them trade you out. But here we go. You've got the Sasky Shotgunners. They had to make a play here, and uh-oh, Floppr shut him down with a quick 3 dead. Recon Elite, he finds a nice little 2-piece headshot, but he gets traded out, and Carmi finds another one. He's doing his best Rob impression over here, just shutting down this B push. And these guys are going insane right now.
Absolutely. They're continuing to make the push. They're pressing the issue here over towards A, and that is going to cost Sasky some early lives here. ProRex will have the auto in hand in the guard tower. Is going to see all these players crossing in towards B. And based on the spawns, they should know that he's here. Recon will pick him up. He was ready for him. This is going to be Sasky into the point. As you can see, Trenov working his way around the backside. He's going to find one, going to find two.
No.
Looking for the third potentially, but nope. Teammate's going to pick him up. That's going to be full 4 dead from Sasky. And that is going to be their tick disappearing as well. So Sasky right now in a little bit of trouble in this round. They're down 7 lives on top of that.
Yeah, this is Minnesota Floppr heating up as Trenov finds great timing for the 2-piece, able to clean up some of his teammates' work there. He gets traded by Marsh. But now you've got Sasky in B. They're going to start working on those ticks. Try to extend the clock a little bit. They've only got 30 seconds on the board if they got it stopped. ProRex, he finds one. He's not able to quite find the second. So this may be one more push from Trenov to get in there. Oh my god, Trenov. They hold. They keep him out of B. That is just rude. That's a little mean, Shio.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, now if you're Sasky, you got to get in there, and it does look like you're gonna get it out there without any more resistance. As Trenov does go down, they're gonna cap it. They're gonna put an extra minute on the clock, but you're down 7 lives. You only got 9 left, and at the pace they're playing, you're running out of lives a little too quickly here. Honestly, as they're gonna find one. Marsh will get that trade, but yeah, 15-8 in lives. Sasky really has their work cut out for them right now.
Yeah, they've got a big mountain to climb. You've only got 1 respawn left. Recon Elite gets a nice 2-piece. But, I mean, you got to think. It's the attacking round. You got to just chip away at 13 of these floppers. And Nova does just that as he's able to pick up the front man ProRex. Evap finds the trade, and it's just every kill is just another nail in the coffin on this map towards the side of Sasky Shotgunners. Trenov doing is a little bit of that is Minnesota Floppr with the very, very commanding control win in that last round at least.
I mean, it was just really nicely played, honestly, for Minnesota for the duration of this game because we have no idea what the rules are, and we literally make them up as we go.
Oh, no.
Because things change like weekly, basically. But I mean, it was the start of this. I mean, we started this map playing Castle Hardpoint. That was a thing at the start of Vanguard, which is kind of weird to think about when you realize how big that map was. But that was a thing in Vanguard, and I mean, the hardpoint off the rip. Minnesota off to a strong start here as they're gonna flip the spawns immediately. And so far, yeah, Sasky has not been able to break through the front door here. It looks like.
No.
Oh, ProRex. Oh, you can't keep
insane.
doing that. Nova will end the streak, and he's gonna find a second of his own as well. But I mean, this is the kind of performance out of players like ProRex that is gonna propel you to a championship.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got these guys heating up like this early in the game, you got to think 6-1, locking down that middle of the map for his squad. Him and Carmi just sub-duo till they die. I mean, they've got the spawns as well. I mean, they're playing hot. I mean, look at this. Carmi is so turned. He's shooting up his teammate. They are ready. And Sasky Shotgunners, they're going to work an interesting play here. They're all coming through that church side, and they were able to find the first kill, but it's Trenov. He's going to hold for a second. He gets traded out, and now you've got a little bit of a pinch coming in, but it is Minnesota Floppr. They are just letting these guns sing, and they're picking up all the kills.
No, absolutely. I mean, they're just locked in right now. It's 52-6. That's a great start here for Minnesota. Tranov finds 2 on the rotation. Recon is kind of wondering where his team's all gone. Is he's going to fall as well. Evap is going to hold strong on the point. Tranov is still going. 5 streak. He's a walking 2-piece every time we turn to him. And, I mean, they're still not able to clear them out of the point. And look at this, the rotations here. Sasky is all the way on the other end of the map. They are nowhere near this right now. Minnesota could not have asked for a better start to this map.
Yeah, and setting up, I mean, look at this. This is a 4-man setup for P3 Tuscan, but there's a first hole poked in it as Carmi gets taken down. You know these players are coming through this roof side. All at the Tranov, he gets taken down as well. Marsh finds one, and there goes Evap. So screw your 4-man setup. We're just going to come right through. And immediately retake. You gotta love that from the side of the Shotgunners, and they're gonna try to get some time here.
I mean, they're not phased. That's basically what it is. They are completely unfazed by how the start of this is going. They come roaring right back through, and they just destroy the setup basically, piece by piece. Carmi's gonna end up falling down. There's gonna be Evap is gonna go down as well. Tranov is gonna be the next player up to Chow here. And well, Chow Nova, you do not do. He's gonna pick that one up on a 5 spree right now. He's gonna pop up again. Finds the 6, 1 off the glide bomb off the rip here. His teammates are going to spawn there, so they know that they are no longer down there. But, I mean, you got the push coming in now. Rob is going to catch him in the back. He's all the way in the back. And all of a sudden, this is switching heavily in Minnesota, or in Sasky's favor.
Oh, Marsh tries to go for that 2-piece. If he would have got that, I mean, that could have been the hill instantly. But Evap is going to hold, and he's going to find another kill as well. So now you've got the Shotgunners starting to circle this church hill. They actually are able to get behind into the spawns, and they're just hitting from every angle. ProRex just spinning and gunning. He finds 2. Rob finds 2 of his own, able to pick him up. So now you got Shotgunners back in the hill. I mean, and it is anybody's game. It's 70-94. Shotgunners are holding for now, and it looks like they're going to get this scrap. And the rotations are going to start coming through for P5. And Shio, who you got? Who you got? Let's call it right now. I think the Shotgunners might take it here.
I mean, the Shotgunners are looking real good. Momentum is definitely in their favor. One thing to do note as well is that Nova was shut down before the glide bomb. He did not get it. So does not have that streak in the back pocket. It is still pure gunny basically on the map. Minnesota right now does have their 4-man setup, or well, 3-man I guess, because you can see Evap is out in the middle of the courtyard, it looks like, on these cutoffs, ends up going down. But the rest of his team is holding strong right now, and this is a fantastic job out of their roster. They are holding the line, and they're going to continue to gain these points here. That's going to be another Recon Nova, both go down. Rob is going to be out here on the flank, somehow finds a second. So it's all going to be down to Tranov here on the point, who finds Rob, is going to have to face the onslaught, basically, of players from Sasky coming his way here. Carmi's going to charge on through. He's going to pick that one up. And these teams are already basically on the rotations. Evap's going to beat down Recon. But that is going to be a lot of points here from Minnesota. They're going to pull ahead. It's now going to be a 40-point lead here. As they're going to pull ahead, the last 10 seconds are going to go the way of Sasky here. But we're already on towards P1. Here's Recon to get this party started, but he will drop, and Minnesota should be set up for this.
Yeah, they've already got 3 players over towards this P1 side. You've got Trinity and Carmi just sending out some great team shots. Ooh, a little bit of unfortunate timing here. Carmi may go down, but oh, it looks like Rob checked the wrong corner. Not quite, and oh my gosh, Floppr. They're just finding all these kills once again. Just the slaying power is just coming out too strong for them. I mean, ProRex is 15-10. You got Evap 15-12. Tranov 16-12. I mean, everybody is just cooking. You know, we're all getting our kills. Everybody's doing their job. A little bit of a break comes through from Sasky Shotgunners, but immediately shut down by the Minnesota Floppr. You gotta hate to see it if you're the side of Sasky Shotgunners right now.
I mean, I don't know what it is. It's like we start on P1 and someone just like flipped a switch on Minnesota and they go insane. It happened on the first rotation. It's happening again because Minnesota has extended the lead now out to 70 points. It's going to be Tranov is going to get caught there by Nova, though. Nova will drop. That's going to be 2 players traded back. And again, we're in the same situation here where P2 is going to be very heavily in favor of Minnesota. Sasky has to find a way through this. because right now they cannot afford to give up all these points. They're gonna give up. I mean, you give up 10 more seconds. Minnesota's gonna cross the 200-point mark. They're gonna have to double your score. Sasky needs to go huge. Marsh is gonna be the first player to step up here. Evap is gonna be traded out again. So Marsh with 3 in the hill is actually not able to. Well, I mean, Recon will get traded out there, but Sasky here, this is a lot better than the first time around.
Yeah, they actually are able to get some time there as Evap just immediately swipes him off. Nice nade and some shots as well. Shout out to Juvie. And we're sliding back over to that P3 side. And yeah, you like that? A little bit of head games. We're sliding over to the P3 side. And it's all Evap just absolutely slaying. And it's all up to Carmi. They're going to lock down. So Floppr got themselves another nice setup here, but didn't work out so well last time.
Yeah, I mean, Sasky, you blew through this very quickly once already. We're going to see if they can do it a second time. Rob almost hopped off the map there, which was a little bit close. But there you go. The break is through. It's only going to be one player left on the point. It's going to be ProRex. He's going to get caught. He's going to go down. The pistol's out. I don't know if Rob was actually shooting at somebody there, but either way, Recon comes through and destroys both of those players. The break again. And this is where the momentum turned in the last rotation. Sasky took this and ran with it all the way to P5. And I mean, again, we might see this as 2 players kind of awkwardly reloading their weapons in midair as ProRex was throwing a nade. We are getting head towards P4 here, 210 to 150 right now. And Nova's going to greet them at the front door. And he's going to come charging right through. And this should be Sasky setting up nicely, unless Trenif has something to say about it. And say something about it, he does. As he's going to find 2. He's going to find, well, Carmi finds that one. And it's all now down to Recon. He's the only one over here and from his team.
He's got a lot to do here as there's Floppr all around him. You're up over that 200-point threshold here. So, I mean, Shotgunners, you got to start hitting some go buttons because it is starting to look like, you know, the end of your season. It's getting real close as Minnesota Floppr up 230 to 156. ProRex having an absolute banger of a series, 31-19 with a minute and 42 on the hill. Get this guy on my ranked play team. I mean, my lord, I'll take it.
I mean, Sasky now is holding the line at the front door. The player next is going to be ProRex. Gets in there, is not able to succeed in making that break though. And actually, Sasky's already made it over here to the other side of the map. They are over here on towards P5. Trenif's going to find one, gets immediately traded out. So Minnesota's going to come flying through the front door. Evap is going to be there. And, well, Nova just gets saved as he runs out of bullets. His teammate's going to be there to save him, basically. But Evap is there. Only 10 more seconds before Minnesota are going to be crowned your Silver Mix champions. Sasky, you have to go.
Yeah, they're trying to get their way in as Rob able to get a couple kills, but Carmi with the daggers through the back. He gets traded out. You've got Nova in the hill, but there's still one more player in ProRex. He can take this from them right here, and he finds a kill, cleans off the map, gets another one, but not able to hold on. But here comes Carmi and the boys, and it's looking like they are going to get it done. Minnesota Floppr walking away with it, 250-184. They're the champions of Silver Mixed.
I mean, they just played that so well. I mean, the hills 1 to 3. Oh, okay, hills 1 until the setup for 3.